All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. Yeah, it's crazy reminiscing every decision I made. Yeah, I was fucked up. I put in the work and never, no nigga can ever just say that I looked up. Yeah, I feel like the hottest nigga out the south. All these pussy niggas need to put on the block. Ain't shooting no one, boy, I'm snatching your life, but I'm putting some work, what a hell of a life. Don't fuck with a young nigga looking for scratch, not fuck with these niggas no more. Half of these niggas be bitch made, and no discussion, yeah, they know I'ma get paid. I was taught never before, never hate on nobody. I got grenade. I was just up and found all the fuck niggas. Diamonds above the rim, he don't wanna be baller. Kick his ass up out the gym. Get to the bed, never start with your hustle. Slide out, never trust niggas. All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. I put in the work and never no nigga.
Thank God for crack. Cook up the crack, watch him eat it up. I got grenade.
You can never just say that I looked up. I put in the work.
Thank God for crack. Cook up the crack, watch him eat it up. I got grenade.
Can never no nigga can never just say that I looked up.
For educational purposes only. Please respect the views and opinions of this channel. All accusations and or opinions are alleged on this channel. All names are alleged, obtained from public social media websites. Please respect the channel and its channel holders. And again, all names, accusations are alleged. Thank you.
Commit those things for your support.
All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. Just say that I looked up. I put in the.
Hello world, Crack back with another pack. Okay guys, today we're coming right back with a little more information that I have found on the FBG duck case, so I'm not gonna hold you long. We're gonna get to it. All right, let's get to it.
He was an innocent victim. He was finna sign a deal with Rap-A-Lot. He was leaving Sony. Yes, he was leaving Sony. Sony chefed him. Sony picked out his song for his album and never released it because they saying another artist was doing more numbers than him. But the minute he died, they want to start dropping songs off the album that they haven't even paid him for. They paid the producers for the song, but we haven't seen anything from that. He was finna sign a deal with Rap-A-Lot. He was leaving Sony. He was finna sign a deal with Rap-A-Lot. He was leaving Sony. He was leaving Sony.
Well, I'll be damned. What are the chances this gentleman, the gentleman that everybody felt like was sketchy on the scene, is in front of Sony? Now, we all heard Duck's mom just now. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of this. But I mean, he's suited up and now he's with Sony. We clearly knew he was connected to the music industry, just like I showed you yesterday in the other piece. He was in the video with the gentleman, Trey 5. But more importantly, when he stated that he was in the same home as Duck, that's really what got me looking deeper into him. Like, what home were you in? Did you reach out to his mother? Did you say condolences? Because I mean, you clearly saying that you know the gentleman, so that's what made me dig a little deeper. And then all of a sudden I get an email, and lo and behold, there's a picture in there from an anonymous person, and all they left was, "You're close." That was the caption, and then the email address was just gone. So I don't know who this individual was, but I appreciate it, and sometimes it just happens that way. So I would have never known that this gentleman was working or was associated with Sony, but I mean, it's people in the world, and when you put the information out, sometimes it comes back to you tenfold. So I just don't know what to make of this, but we're putting it in the atmosphere, and we're gonna move on. So we're gonna go through a little bit more of Mama Duck, then we're gonna get to the individual security guard that was out there that day. All right, let's get to it now.
Well, according to reports, 2 cars pulled up, and four people with guns opened fire.
Yeah.
And along with Duck getting shot, 2 other people were shot as well.
Yes, the young lady who was with him.
Yeah.
The young lady who was with him and the gentleman who was standing in behind him, because they let 2 young ladies in first. But he hadn't already spotted them from the other store. So he rode around the block. And that's how he ended up in front of Doche and got out. And he was following the rules of the social distance. He was standing outside. And in the midst of him finna go in there next, a fan was talking to him. That was the gentleman who got caught, who got shot with him. Duck didn't know that young man. He wasn't with Duck.
Also, the second ticket states that a male black just pulled out a gun on a group of females, again fled in a black sedan. The offender was wearing a black hoodie.
Okay, now that we know that this gentleman was not with Duck, then we have to put him back in the fold. Now, the reason why we have to put him back in the fold is because, he fits the description. Black hoodie, in all black, on a sunny day, downtown, he kind of looks tricky. Now, what I want everyone to realize is, when you listen to this 911 here, all of this action and all of this activity is before the shots rang out for Duck. So what you have to put in perspective is that the police were already down there. The police were already on Oak Street for the first 2 calls. The call with the gentleman in the reflective glasses, and then this call here with the gentleman pulling out a gun on the women. So that further lets me know that there's something not right, because what you got to understand is, again, Duck has not been shot yet. So if you listen to what his mom's saying, he went into 2 or 3 different stores. Well, actually 2 different stores. So she already said that he had spotted them. So was that a distraction or a diversion, I should say, with the gentleman with the reflective glasses and the gentleman with the black hoodie? Because remember, in the 911, it also states 3 gentlemen in black hoodies, but only 2 gentlemen got in the vehicle. So remember, that leaves 1 gentleman left. Now, when I started to break it down the first time, I'm thinking that it was the guy in the white, but now I'm thinking it's the guy in the black with Duck, because when Mama Duck said that was a fan, see, we didn't know who he was. We didn't know if he was with him or not. So once we found out he wasn't with him, now, look at what you're wearing. You fit the description. That's all I'm saying, because you're not connected to him. You look like you trying to pull something off with the all black on. And then you just incognito. Nobody knows where you are. Nobody knows anything. So at the end of the day, I'm just pointing that out. And we're going to leave it there. We'll probably revisit this a little later. But let's move on. What's up, guys? Right now, we're going to take a brief intermission. Tell you to subscribe. I'm trying to get our subscribers up. Getting a lot of watch time. People are subscribing, so we want to try to get our subscribers up. And follow us at Audio Crack 22 on all platforms. Thank you.
Thank God for crack. Cook up the crack, watch him eat it up. I got grenade.
Okay, I know everyone remembers this gentleman, the security guard named Antonio Moffitt. Now, Mr. Moffitt was interviewed on the scene by a few different media outlets, news outlets from Chicago. But what happened was, in April of 21, he released a statement, and it reads this: "Everyone is confused. The news really remixed my interview. I didn't see the Duck shooting. I was on lockdown in the store from the first shooting." Now that right there is proof that there was a shooting that occurred prior to when Duck shooting happened. That's what I'm telling you, that the audio from the 911 is first the reflective glasses, second the 3 gentlemen with the black hoodies, then you're going to hear the shots fired with Duck. So that's A, proof that there was a shooting prior to that, and B, that the police were already on Oak. Okay, let's continue with Mr. Moffitt. The guy walked out of the store with another guy, and they seemed to know each other. But one took a shot at the other one and then ran towards the direction of Duck. About 2 to 4 minutes later, a lot of shots went off, and that's when Duck got hit. I thought the police had shot the dude, and I told the news that in my interview, but I really think that the guy who took a shot at the other dude was the dude shot with Duck. Now, do you guys understand that? Mr. Moffitt is basically claiming that the dude shot with Duck shot at the other individual, which means he had a weapon on him. So now we have a witness stating that the gentleman who I think has something to do with it because he fits the description because of his clothing is stating that he believes that he took a shot at the gentleman with the reflective glasses on. So, I mean, and this has just came out on April 7th, 2021. Now I'm going to read the second part. I thought the police was returning fire on the first shooting, but they edited that shit. It made me look like I made a statement. Still to this day, I haven't been questioned by anyone. The police never asked me anything. Plus, my story didn't add up. So now everybody sees it. You clearly see him saying, I thought the police was returning fire on the first shooting. So again, that's proof that the police were already on Oak, but they edited that out. Now, why do you think that they would edit that out? I believe they don't want people to know that they were already down there. Now, see, if you're not privy to the 911, you wouldn't know that they were already down there. You understand? And that there were two separate shootings. So what I believe is that the video footage that was released is from the first initial shooting, because in the 911, it clearly states that the reflective glasses pulls the gun on the other gentleman. And then, see, they never say it was a shooting, but Mr. Moffitt says there was a shooting. Now, and then it clearly says that the three gentlemen flee the scene, but only two get in the vehicle and go west on Oak. And I believe that's the video that we're seeing that they released of the beginning shoot, the first shooting that Mr. Moffitt is saying that happened before Duck's shooting. Now, Duck's shooting happened 4 minutes later, according to Mr. Moffitt. So, and it makes sense because you hear the 911 and it says shots fired, shots fired. So why they didn't tell us about the first initial shooting, again, I believe that was a diversion maybe, or something went wrong, because again, Duck's mom clearly stated that he seen him coming, and he tried to go into the back of the store, and for whatever reason, the lady wouldn't let him back there. So it started to add up. Now we know there's two different shootings, and I believe that gentleman still was out there on Oak with the black hoodie that was laying next to Duck. Maybe he accidentally got shot. I don't know. All right, really quick, I'm gonna show you Mr. Moffitt again, and then you'll see how they chopped up his interview to prove that he's not lying. This gentleman is not lying. He's telling the truth, and I'm gonna show you. So let's get to that now.
It was real crazy that would happen right here in this area, out of nowhere. It was quiet and peaceful and shopping going on, then shots rang out.
A security guard at a store across the street who just started his job 2 days ago tells us he saw this whole thing happen.
It's a tragedy. I don't understand why it happened. I don't even know what caused it. It was so calm and peaceful, and those two gentlemen, I thought maybe they was together, but one just started shooting at the other.
Unison 18 and citywide, getting a person with a gun, 57 East Oak, 57 East Oak, also getting the address of 46 East Oak. Caller states that there was a male black with reflective sunglasses and a black hoodie with a gun who was chasing another male who was last seen running westbound on Oak. The male with the weapon got into a black sedan and was last seen westbound.
I seen a guy in a black pull out a gun and shot at a dude in a white shirt. And they both ran. The guy who was shooting at ran to the left, and the guy who was doing the shooting ran that way.
Ran towards Michigan Avenue.
Yeah, ran towards Michigan Avenue. Then about 4 minutes later, a ring of shots came out, about 8 or 9 shots.
1883 Robert, shot fired. 1883 Robert has shot. 50 East Oak. Okay. Okay, we have a 10-1, 50 East Oak, shots fired, 10-1, 50 East Oak, shots fired. 1883 Robert, 10-1. Can I get some more units in 18 heading over 50 East Oak? We've got shots fired. We've called to 10-1. More units, head over. 1821, show us going.
13 short time, please.
1802 Sam, that's bonafide. It is bonafide per 1802 Sam.
Okay, now why would Mr. Moffitt lie? Ask yourself that. I mean, why would he lie? Why would they take this off the internet and not air this? You see what I'm saying? Somebody had this. This is not, you can't find this anymore. So why would he lie? And why would he put this statement out? He just clearly proved that the gentleman that claims he's a victim next to Duck was shooting prior to that. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody or anything like that. I come with all, my intent is always never to disrespect, but I believe maybe the weapon on the ground found was the gentleman in the black. The police were down there, so whoever did the shooting, they was trying to kill him too. That's what I believe. I believe he was in on it. I believe he's fitting the description. This gentleman has no reason to make up that this gentleman in the black was shooting at the gentleman in the white. We all know the gentleman in the white is tricky. I mean, he's a Sony individual. We don't know anything about the gentleman in the black, except for that he got shot, and right now he's living his best life. If you ask me, I mean, he's on boats, he's chilling. A lot of people didn't know nothing that was going on with this gentleman also. His comments, he had one comment that actually said, "Tell me what's really going on." Like he's just beating around the bush. Everybody's like, "Oh, we didn't know that happened to you. Where have you been? Oh, we didn't hear about that. Blessed that you're okay." So it's just tricky all the way around the board. On top of the other ties with the gentleman with the getaway vehicle. I mean, you guys put two and two together. I'm just putting this information out, and hopefully it comes across the right person to do the right thing with it. All right, let's move on.
Because he seen it. He knew it. And that lady told my son no because of her merchandise. But he just spent $250 on a pair of socks and a t-shirt because they spotted him. But truth be told, they was gonna kill him in that store.
And 18, be advised, we're now getting another ticket of a check the well-being at 33 Oak Street at T-Mobile. Caller states two males just ran inside the store stating that they are hiding from someone. That's at T-Mobile, 33 East Oak Street. No T-Mobile on Oak Street.
Okay, you clearly heard the officer say there was no T-Mobile at 33 Oak Street, right? Now, why would someone say that there were two men that ran into a T-Mobile at 33 Oak Street? Come on, y'all. Like it should start to make sense now. It's starting to look like something ain't right. If you don't understand that, then I really don't know what to say anymore. I mean, where would be a T-Mobile on the Mag Mile? First of all, let's just say that. Secondly, why would the man even report that over the airwaves if he's probably looking at Oak Street on the computer wherever he is at the dispatch place? He clearly knows there's no. As soon as he said 33, the store Montclair was going to come up, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, the technology is just like that now. So, it's just starting to look fishy all the way around the board. I mean, you got to agree with that. You have the media not airing certain things that witnesses say. You have a whole entire full shooting prior to Duck getting shot. And it's not even been reported over the airwaves or nothing. They just said that it was someone that pointed a gun. Mr. Moffitt said that they were shooting out there, clearly shooting. And he said it over the air, but they took it down. Why would they do that? And lastly, how do you as a dispatch officer give the wrong business when you're sitting right in front of the computer? Soon as the phone call comes in and they give the address, the store is going to pop up on the computer. So to make that mistake, you can't make that mistake. So again, whether your eyes are open or your eyes are closed, you can clearly see that something is fishy in this whole situation. All I can do is put the information out, and then hopefully it gets to the right people, like I said before. it's just hard doing these kind of cases and looking at things that's in your face and hearing things that don't add up. And I just want to shout out Mr. Moffitt for even writing that statement. I mean, he didn't have to do that, but you know, like sometimes dudes just don't be cut like that. You know what I'm saying? People be wanting justice for people, and I'm one of them people. So again, shout out to you, Mr. Moffitt, for even having the courage to let that be known. So salute to you. All right, let's get back to it.
If I have a unit that can check that address, 33 East Oak Street, saying 2 males just ran inside, stating they're hiding from someone.
What's up, guys? Right now, we're going to take a brief intermission. Tell you to subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribers up. We're getting a lot of watch time. People aren't subscribing, so we want to try to get our subscribers up. And follow us at chiraq22 on all platforms. Thank you.
Thank God for crack. Cook up the crack, watch him eat it up. I got grenade.
Okay, we're about to end it now. Who you see on the screen is the gentleman that was on the ground with Duck. Now that we have a witness stating that he was shooting prior to Duck getting shot, I mean, you can look at the screen and see he's fully recovered. He says he's fully recovered. He does have the war wounds of being shot. I mean, he's out in Montego Bay or whatever, you know, in Jamaica, just living it up. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what's going on with that guy. I mean, like I said, man, I really don't know what to say now. I mean, now that I've heard what the security guard said, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together with the 911s, I mean, there's clearly something going on. Well, something clearly went on. But for this gentleman to be just the victim when they clearly have a witness stating that he was shooting prior, and then the police never speak to Mr. Moffitt? Come on, y'all. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. This one's gonna be short because, I mean, this information just needs to be out. So until next time.
All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. Yeah, it's crazy reminiscing every decision I made. Yeah, I was fucked up. I put in the work and never no nigga can ever just say that I looked up. Yeah, I feel like the hottest nigga out the south. All these pussy niggas need to put on the block. Ain't shooting no one, boy, I'm snatching your life, but I'm putting some work. What a hell of a life. Don't fuck with a young nigga looking for skirts. Not fuck with these niggas no more. Half of these niggas be bitch made. Ain't no discussion, yeah, they know I'ma get paid. I was taught never before, never hate on nobody. Yeah, I got grenade. I was just up and found all the fuck niggas. Diamonds above the rim. He don't wanna be baller. Kick his ass up out the gym. Get to the bed, never start with your hustle. Slide out, never trust niggas.